brought to you by your locally owned Midas in Belleville, Brockville, and Kingston. With the industry's best warranties and over 1,000 five-star reviews, come and experience the Midas difference.
What a spring storm we had. It was more rain locally than snow, but other areas did get it. In fact, those snowfall warnings were fairly accurate. North and east of the city, there was a considerable amount of snow. We are looking at that, all of it diminishing as this double low slowly moves out of the way. We'll see a few wet flurries tonight, a chance of flurries tomorrow, changing to showers as temperatures rise into the plus zone. We did get into the plus zone today, but barely. And then 6 will be your high tomorrow, about 4 degrees higher than we had today. Gradual clearing Saturday. It may take a while for some of us to see that blue sky, but we'll get to it. Milder too, and sunny and mild conditions on Sunday. Looking forward to that for sure. Yeah, look at the cooler air that's all dropped down to that Great Lakes Basin now, and that is because of, well, I know we don't talk about it a lot this time of year, but the polar vortex is still at play. It's just doesn't have as great an impact as far as dropping those temperatures, though it is a considerable difference from what we've had lately. Back into double digits in no time at all before we start crying over this +2 in Belleville and Kingston and Brockville, a 1 in Smiths Falls, 0 in Ottawa, 1 in Peterborough, 3 in Oshawa, and a 3 in Toronto today. We will see better temperatures and lots of sunshine coming too. Sitting at 1 right now, northerly winds pushing at about 20 kilometers per hour, and it's pretty cloudy out there. Just a break from those flurries, but it's not over yet. 32 millimeters of rain and about 4 centimeters of snow in the immediate Kingston area. It varied all over the place, and you'll see that with our weather wallpaper pictures a little later. And it may not look like 4 centimeters on the ground because a lot of that melted upon contact, but that's what we received. We are looking at about 4 more minutes of daylight too, so this day's getting longer. The sunshine's going to be here soon. It's going to be really nice for the next week or so. So here's the double low. There's actually 3 or 4 lows. They got organized and decided to take their turn, taking a swipe at us, the first of which brought rain, the second bringing in snow, and now they're all kind of concentrating into one single low as they head off to Atlantic Canada with some wet snow for them. They've had enough snow, but hey, they're going to get their turn at this one as well. Troughing in behind this, though, is still bringing that chance of flurries through the day tomorrow. And even into Saturday, though we start to see some gradual clearing, there's still a bit of troughing. And so you may not see it so much early in the day, but late afternoon, early evening, we may see some more showers, not flurries for this area because those temperatures are coming up. High pressure moving in and clearing it up soon enough. So there's the little bit of flurries you see tonight. It diminishes in the morning and then picks back up again. By the afternoon, as temperatures rise, it becomes more of a mix and showers dominate. And then throughout Friday, we see that probability overnight into Saturday morning, we see that probability dropping and even some clearing. But then we see that probability again as we're getting a little wraparound from that last low through the late afternoon, early evening, around the supper hour, some showers for this immediate area. The farther west you are, the less the probability. East, a higher probability. So Belleville, it's about a 60% chance of wet flurries tonight. That is a good chance of showers tomorrow as it rises to 7. And a high of 11 on Saturday with a mix of sun and cloud by the afternoon. It may take a while to get there, but you will have a cloudy start. A high 12 Sunday and a mix of sun and cloud. Brockville up to 4 degrees tomorrow. Wet flurries tonight and through the day tomorrow. It may be showery around the noon hour as we see it bumping up into the plus zone. Saturday a high of 8, a mix of sun and cloud, but a 40% chance of showers through the late afternoon. Sunday a mix of sun and cloud and a high of 11. Smiths Falls up to +5 tomorrow. A good chance of mixed precipitation. A high of 7 on Saturday. Mostly cloudy. Hope to see that chance of showers diminish to 40% by the afternoon and then ending by evening. Partial clearing overnight. Sunday a mix of sun and cloud and a high of 11. Kingston, your forecast. A few wet flurries tonight. That probability of flurries turns to showers as we see it rise to a high of 6 tomorrow. Up to 8 degrees on Saturday with some gradual clearing. A mix of sun and cloud through the afternoon. You will see that redevelopment of a chance of showers at about 40 to 60% through the late afternoon, early evening. Then it moves on, and we see some partial clearing overnight Sunday. A mix of sun and cloud with a high 12, up to 11 on Monday with a mix of sun and cloud. And for Tuesday, up to 13 degrees seems to be the magic number of a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as the chance of showers returns. Now your weather wallpaper.
Weather Wallpaper is brought to you by Christine Geary's Maple Leaf Tours Travel Cruise. Visit mapleleaftours.com to get into the picture.
So I mentioned how this system varied. There was great diversity in what you received depending on where you were. Rita Cosgrove of St. Antoine Abbey, Quebec. She says her husband watches us every morning and every evening. And this is what they got. And look at that wet, heavy snow bending the boughs on those trees. They had a lot. I mean, we saw that news story earlier in the newscast. They really are working hard to dig themselves out. Cheryl Snyder sends in from Enterprise, not quite as much as they got in Quebec, but still more of a snow event. And in Addison, which is just north of Brockville, it was more of strong winds and freezing rain. Look at this weather vane. It looks scared. It's just... It really had to bear those elements. Thanks to everybody who sent in photos. This double low really did bring a mixed, with a capital M, on precipitation.
And a 4-day weather event at that, Bill. That is an interesting picture there with the ice formations going in all directions, not just pointing down.
Yeah, the icicles aren't hanging from in sort of a vertical. They're going sort of horizontal there, yeah.
So based on those pictures, some of them are lovely, by the way. I don't know if the kind of scenes you want to see in April, but in any case, Kingston seems to have dodged that bullet. We just got rain and a few flurries that are melting on contact pretty much.
For two reasons. We were in the warm sector of the system mostly, and we're close to Lake Ontario. It's a pretty mild body of water, so it has a great lake effect at turning any of that precipitation to mostly rain.
Okay, so your 10-day outlook coming up later. Also a closer look at the forecast on Monday when the sun gets mooned, if I can say that. We'll have you back here a little bit later. Thanks, Bill. Rejoining us now with the next 10 days of April and Eclipse Day.
Yes, and it looks like that double low is finally starting to get out of our way, down to just around the freezing mark tonight as we see a few wet flurries. We will see the temperature rise to a 6 tomorrow, so it could turn to showers at a 60% probability. Up to 8 on Saturdays. We see some gradual clearing. There might be a late afternoon, early evening shower, and then double digits beyond that. Sunday looks beautiful, a mix of sun and cloud, a high 12 up to 11 on Monday with more sunshine. The chance of showers returning over Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with highs of 13 all 3 days, slipping to an 11 Friday, and only up to 9 on Saturday and Sunday of next week, but the sunshine does return. And for those of you interested in what it's going to be like on Monday for the total eclipse day, it's a mix of sun and cloud and a high of 11 degrees. Those winds light and southerly.
Looks like a lovely day. Certainly compared to what we've just been experiencing, that's a lovely day.
Yes.
Spring showers next week, but not on Monday.
No.
Good to hear. We'll be right back.
Your long range. You're watching CKWS News at 11.
What a mess this system was. A couple lows. In fact, there were 3 or 4 depressions trying to get organized here. But at any one time, we had at least 2 lows stretched across the lower Great Lakes, bringing precipitation. Sort of getting organized now into a single low as it heads off to the Maritimes of Atlantic Canada. We are looking at troughing still on the backside of this, so we're still seeing that production of wet flurries, switching to showers as temperatures rise through the day, and then mixing to flurries again by the evening. Hoping that high pressure will take over as we roll into the weekend. Come Saturday, you're still seeing a bit of troughing, although we may get some partial clearing by the afternoon, early evening Saturday. There's still that probability redeveloping of a shower, but your Sunday is looking very, very nice. Belleville, a high of 7 tomorrow, 60% chance of some showers. Those northwest winds 20 to 40. They should diminish by the afternoon. Saturday up to 11 degrees, cloudy to start, but that gradual clearing will take place. High of 11 up to 12 on Sunday, and a mix of sun and cloud. Brockville, you'll rise to 4 tomorrow. Wet flurries overnight, probably switching to a mix by the afternoon as you reach 4 Celsius. Saturday, a high 7. And a mix of sun and cloud by noon, but there is that 70% chance of a shower through the late afternoon, early evening. Sunday, a high of 11 and a mix of sun and cloud. Smiths Falls up to 6 degrees tomorrow. More showers mixed with wet flurries. A high of 7 on Saturday. Cloudy conditions. Still a good 60% chance of showers. You probably won't see your clearing till late in the day. Sunday, it's a mix of sun and cloud and a high of 12. Kingston, your forecast rising to 6 tomorrow. We've got a few wet flurries tonight. Those wet flurries switch to showers in the morning, reducing to 60% probability by the lunch hour, and then diminishing considerably through the evening. Saturday, mix of sun and cloud, but you are looking at a late day shower, possibly late afternoon, early evening, and then some clearing overnight. A mix of sun and cloud Sunday with a high of 11 up to 11 again on Monday. A mix of sun and cloud. Highs of 13 over Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as the chance of showers returns.